Ramon, what's happening?
Hi, Tony. Yeah, good night tonight. All the sports in action, and I'm interested in the women's Final Four tonight. I think two of the best teams are playing each other with Iowa and South Carolina. That's my pseudo championship game, but they'll meet for a berth in the finals. But the two best players on those two teams, Aaliyah Boston of South Carolina and Caitlin Clark of Iowa. Check this one out tonight. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
All right, guys, check it out. And of course, I know Ramona puts out some plays around the site, around the Twitterverse and whatnot. So keep an eye there as well. But here we go tonight to the NBA. Wizards hosting here the Orlando Magic here. The live line in Vegas has Orlando here, the point favorite, the total 225.
Oh, yeah, let me apologize for my partner on the morning steam, Tony Mindy, coming in here with a matchup like that she had the Pistons and the Rockets. How could she do that? Let me go to Orlando and Washington, Tony. These two teams are alive, barely, in the playoff chase from the Southeast. Washington's 2 games back of Chicago. Orlando, they're 4 back with 6 left. These teams are done also, brother. Don't worry. Maybe Washington can get it going, but they need to win them all. And Orlando would need to win them all. So probably not going anywhere. But let's talk about this one because maybe we can pick up a winner. That's all that really matters here. That's all that matters. Orlando, they lost at Memphis last time out, but they did cover the spread, did snap a 3 game losing streak, but it was their seventh straight cover for Orlando after they snapped a 3 game losing streak in that loss to Memphis. They beat Brooklyn, they beat the Knicks, and they beat the Washington Wizards 122-112 at home versus Washington. That actually snapped a 7 game losing streak to the Wizards. So Orlando, maybe a little bit of momentum. They've been an exciting team to watch. They haven't given up, certainly, with their young talent, but they're not quite playoff caliber yet. Meanwhile, Washington, they'll come in here tonight. Tony, no Beal, no Kuzma, Gafford, questionable again, their starting center. But didn't matter last time. They just knocked off the Boston Celtics without those guys. No big deal. But they have lost 5 of their last 7 games and 7 of their last 10. They beat Boston 130-111 in that game. They really jumped all over them in the first half, and Boston, I don't think, didn't know what hit them. So we'll see if Washington can keep it up tonight. There's definitely been a pretty strong move here to Orlando. The steam certainly came in on Orlando, maybe knowing that those players would be out. Beal did have a little bit of hope maybe to get in the lineup, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So these guys actually could get shut down for the season. I don't know. Maybe if they win tonight, they could still keep up hope that those guys could get in and they could somehow catch the Chicago Bulls. They're just 2 games back of Chicago, but the window is closing for Washington, especially without 2 of their top players. They do have KP still. Porzingis had 32 in that game against Boston. Abdija had 25 points. So, solid effort for Washington in that one, but I like the momentum here of Orlando. Uh, they've gone 19-7 against the spread their last 26 games on the road. You see here they are usually a 1 point favorite or a pick 'em, so kind of throw the spread out a little bit. They're not a terrific road team, but they've, like I said, covered 7 straight, won 4 out of their last 6 games. I think good matchups here for Markel Fultz, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. possibly could have a pretty strong game. I'm kind of down on some of these guys in the Washington lineup tonight, especially Monty Morris in his matchup. But Nunn had a pretty good game against Boston as well. Corey Kispert's okay, but I'm going to end up on Orlando in this one. Tony, I do expect the total dropped significantly without those two players out there. Open send outs were as high as 230, but without Beal, without Kuzma, that's 44 points right there missing from the lineup. And like I said, Gafford, not a a piece in there, if you will. I mean, he is the starting center at this time for Washington, and with him questionable, another player missing. Like I said, didn't matter against Boston, but maybe Boston didn't read the injury report and uh, Wizards caught them by surprise. I'm going to take Orlando here, ride this move. They've covered 5 of the last 7 meetings at Washington, but I will note that Washington had won 7 straight against Orlando prior to that last game that Orlando won by 10 points. Tonight, for me, Tony, Orlando in and under. I went under on the show this morning. I stand by that. And I've got Orlando being able to find a way to take this one tonight at Washington.
All right, Ramon here on the Orlando Magic lay the point. You can actually get a point. This line is all over the place. You'll see Washington favored in some places, but for the most part, it looks like it is Orlando here laying the one against the Wizards. Orlando just beat the Wizards at home by 10 points with a really hot shooting performance. But you look at Orlando covering against playoff caliber teams: Phoenix, Clippers, Lakers. They did pound Washington, as we said. New York, Brooklyn wins against New York and Brooklyn, covering against Memphis, which is no easy task. Teams have gone into Memphis and got railroaded.
Oh, and that was some of the emphasis that they put on that game going in there because of the fact that looking back at that Memphis game, they took it as kind of a challenge because Memphis, playoff bound team. So that was actually a big, big win for Orlando to boost their confidence. Not sure what happened in the uh, uh, game to not win it, but they did cover. They did get the money. They played pretty well, scored 108 points in that one. So still a pretty good effort for the team. I mean, to me, a cover is what we want, and shows that they came in with heart and a good hard effort against the Grizzlies. So for me, I think Orlando, hey, they're a team that certainly can take what they've learned this season and build on that. I think they're a team that everyone would like to see continue to develop with their young talent, especially their young star, who the sky's the limit for him certainly this year. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed in the way Banchero played this season. So again, Washington, those two key players. I mean, that's Beal, that's Kuzma. That's a big deal. So that's what's even the terms here, I think, tonight in this one.
All right, Ramon here on Magic lay the one against the Wizards. This one have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpeaks.com. Today's action, put the record up here again, 5,755 units of profit for 2023. Again, that's based on 100-unit measurement of plays there, $100. Of course, you look at some of these smaller cap sites, there's nobody even near these numbers for this year. 5,755 units of profit. And most of the sites use $100 units scale there. There are some out there that use 1,000, but they don't get no traffic. They're going to inflate the records and don't pay attention to those. This is legit 100 units of per wager. Monster numbers from Ramon. All right, Ramon. Tonight we've got 13-game card NBA, 4 on the ice. We have 5 for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at TonySpeaks.com?
Well, I'm going to inflate my record, and I'm going to do it in the NBA tonight, Tony, with a 5-pack for just $30. I'm offering it for just $30, so pick up a 5-pack of winners in the NBA from Red Hot Ramon Scott, and it's a 5-pack for $30. So that's a little bit off my regular 5-pack price by $5. I want to get everybody involved tonight because that's where we're focused tonight. Tony, Mindy, and I agreed on a couple of games in the NHL on that 4-game card. Not sure I'm going to have something else on the hockey card tonight. And that's where I've been doing a lot of damage with those totals. My little 11-game winless streak went by the wayside last night. We still had a nice winner as well on the ice. I've been 11-game winning streak in totals, which been the majority of plays anyways. Hockey is where we've done a lot of damage, and college basketball as well. We had that winner last night as a premium with North Texas over UAB. But Major League Baseball, Mindy and I had an agreement on one game and might just leave it at that tonight in the major leagues on day 2. Wait till we get back into full swing tomorrow. But right now, Tony, it's going to be all about this 5-pack tonight in the NBA. Pick it up for $30. Use the promo code Tony T at checkout. Save 20%. Oh, and also, Tony, just breaking here with me. I've been working this morning a little bit on this Bellator card, and I think I'm going to have some action here, actually. Could be some late steam. This Bellator card starts tonight at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. It's at the Pachanga Arena out in Temecula. You can just take a drive, Tony, and
Yeah.
watch some MMA. You love combat sports. and they'll be.
Well, they got good wine. They got a bar. Their bars have really good wine. I know that.
Oh, no doubt. Pechanga's a great place to go and do some gambling and play some poker. I've done that many a time. So check this one out tonight, Tony. A Bellator card,
A
I'm
lot of
sure,
fish,
is
a lot of
coming
fish,
up.
a lot of fish, a lot of fish in Pachanga. A lot of the sharks are in the LA poker rooms. You find a lot of fish in Pachanga.
Nice. I like that. I like that. I'm kind of a tag. If you guys know what that is, say it in the chat. Anyways, Tony, right now the issue for me is I've got two solid plays tonight. And I'm going to look for one more as I want to make a three pack out of this, and I might have to put a big favorite in there. Nothing north of $2, but if I want to make it a three pack, so a Bellator card tonight. Check out my MMA stats; they're pretty good over on the site, and that might be where I'm going with my secondary package here tonight. No UFC this week after the great event that they had in San Antonio last week. Usually, when they go on the road, they're off the next week. So, Bellator takes center stage tonight from Temecula, California, and I'm looking to finalize a three pack there. Probably my secondary pack compared to that NBA pack tonight. Maybe sit back a little bit on the NHL card and Major League Baseball, and roll with Mindy. Our morning steam team's been pretty hot with our record. We were 11-5 with our show picks yesterday to contribute to that deep leaderboard. Tony hit 75% yesterday. We had a couple guys 3-0, 4-0 yesterday. Strong performance by all of our cappers on the site. No doubt about it. Take a look at those handicapper leaderboards. They've trusted me to make a video every day, and usually the video is 3.5, 4 minutes long. For the last week or two, it's been 5 minutes long, Tony, because I like to say everybody that has a great day or is in a good streak. And right now, all of our cappers at Tony'sPicks.com, including kind of our new crew, our new conglomeration, if you will, are also striking with winners right now. So check out that handicapper leaderboard. Tony mentioned the women's Final Four, and I've got a free pick at the end. So you watch me, I talk about all the hot cappers, and then I give a little bonus of a free pick from Ramon Scott. I'm pretty good at picking games, apparently. So says the handicapper leaderboard. So just a little fun video that I do every day, and give out a free pick as well. So check that out. And the game that I'm most interested tonight, Tony, out of every game on this card, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, for me, it's all about that South Carolina and Iowa game with the two best players in the country. Caitlin Clark just won the Naismith Player of the Year, the Wooden Player of the Year, still to come. I think Aaliyah Boston will probably get that one. And so you're going to see the two best players in women's college basketball tonight with Iowa and South Carolina in that one. And it's going to be, the total's 150. And that's a pretty strong game. South Carolina, they have a great defense, best in the country. I mean, they're undefeated. They've won every game, but they ended up blowing by and kind of letting the other team also scored well over their team total in that game. So they ended up playing an exciting game. They blew them out in the end, but double digits against this Iowa team, and Iowa's no fluke. They're probably one of the best four teams in the country, but that's my favorite game tonight. I got to be honest with you, Tony.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. We'll flash the record up again for you guys. You can check it out. 5,755 units of profit. Verify that over on Ramon's handicapper page. And, of course, tonight's action is Ramon is in action tonight here. NBA with that 5-pack, so get over there and get signed up with it. Or if you prefer, you want to try them out, that 3-day pass is sneaky good right now. Get all of Ramon's premium plays for 3 days. All of baseball for 3 days, NBA, but then you're in coverage with the Final Four games here on Saturday. If he's in action with Bellator, late steam as well. The late steam plays coming in is also part of the 3-day pass. So if Ramon puts a play in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, that play is emailed directly to your inbox. Those are only the late steam are not all the plays. So we don't want to fill up your email too much. You have to go to the members area and get the plays. But then the late steam are emailed directly to your inbox. No other service is doing that. We're the only ones. You're never going to hear a capper say, "Well, I was on this play in my pocket. I was on this one in my pocket." No, we don't say that because they can put the plays in late. So any play they're in on, you're going to get two. So we programmed. We've got the best programmers. I always say we have the best software. No one can match it right now. If someone does, we'll pass them. But anyway, we've got that important feature in the system. So late steam into your inbox. No longer hear a capper say, I'm in pocket, but not my members. All right, Ramon. I think you covered what you've got on the site. Of course, morning steam again, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And the Twitter.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pick up gonna bring it to you a winner on Twitter here. That's probably where you'll find one of the other plays, maybe in baseball or hockey tonight, and be in action all weekend. I'll be tweeting out some more winners there. So please follow. We're gonna build this one up on this account. We only have, 75 followers or so. You want free picks from Ramon Scott? Please follow me on Twitter at Tony's Picks Ramon. And also, we've got tomorrow morning steam, Tony. I'm going to have to make a pick on the national championship semifinal games with San Diego State. San Diego State has won a national championship in Division I men's sports. It was back, Tony, in 1973. They won the men's volleyball national championship. How did they celebrate? They dropped the program. So, not great for San Diego State as far as championships, but here they are, just 2 wins away from picking this one up. But, man, it's going to be tough. Florida Atlantic. Here's the problem with San Diego State moving forward in these 4 games is they don't really have a Final Four type of offense. You look at the history of teams that have reached this far, they're going to have to play that defense on Florida Atlantic. Not easy, because Florida Atlantic is no fluke. They are outstanding. And don't be surprised if they could somehow find a way to win both these games and stun the world with their run here. So, Tony, be involved certainly this weekend with more action. Major League Baseball with Mindy, hockey and basketball too. They come back with a big typical Saturday hockey card. So we're back with the morning steam tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central, and 6 Pacific. With Mindy and the gang here, some of them hanging out in the chat right now. So great to see everyone here in the chat. And, one thing about, bringing the comments in and all of the plays from our users, Tony, is it's not all about Mindy and I just making the picks. Yes, we went 11-5. Maybe we vetoed some. I thought there were a couple winners yesterday that Mindy and I should have picked up on the chat a little bit, telling us one way or the other when we didn't have an agreement or something like that. It's kind of tough once you're on the pick, but once we see everyone chiming in and kind of agreeing with us, that makes us feel really good that we're on the right side. And anybody who, experimenting, learning sports betting, we get new people in there saying, hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? And we'll be glad to help them get involved in this fun game. But, we get some people coming in saying, I had a losing day. Hey, couldn't do better than just following the picks, to the letter right now. Morning Steam putting up some pretty decent numbers as well. Yeah, you could use it in addition to your own picks. But again, if you're in a slump at all, pick up a package from myself or Mindy or Tony or any of the cappers and watch the Morning Steam where, we pick at least one or two picks on every major game on the card, and we'll do the same this weekend, Saturday and Sunday and Monday, National Championship Day on the Morning Steam this weekend. So please check us out. We're really happy with the number of people watching us, and we're going to continue to grow that show every day that we're on. Yeah, Tuesdays we're off now, right? I'm trying to get it straight. Like the old days at Del Mar, Tony.
Yep. Take Tuesday, dark day. I figure we might as well just put the football schedule and mark it so it's in everyone's head. We know that Thursday is a light day in Major League Baseball. In the summer, that might have been the ideal day. But again, we're trying to market the show year round. It's a year round show. Wednesday through Monday, that's the way to roll, because that's going to be the football schedule. So we'll roll there, and of course, you guys can check it out there here. Morning. I think NBA playoffs, they probably will cover the Tuesday games for you there Monday, because remember these teams get a day off, so I'm sure they'll fit in the NHL and NBA playoffs. So there'll be some Tuesday content on the site. It'll just be a separate video that they shoot on Monday, because the way the schedules work in the NBA and NHL, there are days off, so they'll be able to know the matchups for Tuesday. So they'll probably get some NBA playoff action from them, NHL playoff action there on Monday for the Tuesday. So there'll be some content there for you as we get into the playoffs. Matter of fact, just the NBA playoffs begin here at the end of the Sunday, a week from Sunday, the NBA season ends. So lots of content there. All right, Ramon, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again here on Game Day Picks on Monday. We'll catch you during the weekends on the morning show.
All right, thanks a lot, Tony. Yeah, typical Tony, you guys. We just had opening day of baseball, and Tony wants to talk about when football starts.
That's right. Draft isn't too far away, so a month away. Ron Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys,